Everyone, I'm Bishi, and today we are playing, finally, more Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. So much. So anyway, we're playing more Ace Attorney today. I haven't played this since December 11th. That was the last time I streamed Ace Attorney, I believe. So it's been a few weeks, far before the holidays, so I do have my handy-dandy notebook here with some notes from last time. I looked over them a little bit, but they'll probably make more sense as we jump back into it. But if I'm a little confused today, that is probably why. So please be patient with me today. But yeah, either way, we're going to be having some more fun. I don't know how far we are into this case necessarily. I feel like it's going to take a few more streams. I don't think I'm going to finish it today, but honestly, I just don't know. I don't know how far I am. But once we hop in, maybe some of y'all who've played it could give me a hint on how close we are to finishing. So, yesterday we had a fun special event stream. We did my first ever Best of Bishi award stream. We saw the results of the 2022 survey that I handed out last month. Welcome in Arkham. Is it lawyer o'clock? Yes. Has there ever, you know, that phrase makes me think of like clocking someone in the face with like punching them. So I wonder if a character's ever been punched in Ace Attorney? Like during the game? Has anyone ever clocked a lawyer? Maybe it's just not one of those games. I also have 2 stars from yesterday because Ruuuvo was kind enough to make me some stars because I ran out. Oh, Red Punch Phoenix! I forgot about that! So we have had a lawyer clocked in the face. Dang! I forgot! Yeah, Phoenix gets punched by Red White in the second case. It was so long ago I must have forgotten. It is that kind of game. Wonderful. And Von Karma tased him, yep! Yep. And he's been hit over the head with a fire extinguisher. I remember that one. And he like forgot everything. He got amnesia. The things this man has been through. And for what? He's a lawyer. When I think of a lawyer, I think of like very, not to be mean, but boring kind of life. Like just, you know, paperwork. Unless you're doing like big name cases, celebrity cases or something. But if you're just like a normal small time lawyer, it's just kind of like papers and talking. I don't know. This man is being punched in the face, hit over the head, and he fell off a cliff in this. Yep. They just put him through every accident they can think of. They're like, okay, well, they haven't done a car accident yet. Maybe he gets in a car accident in a future game. They have to put him into every. He's like in Final Destination, but like he never dies. He's just put through the ringer of every bad thing that could happen to a person, but that's like abnormal. I guess getting punched in the face isn't that abnormal, but you know what I mean. How many people have been tased? How many people have fallen off of cliffs? You know? How many people have been hit over the head with a fire extinguisher? Raise your hand. Show of hands. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing more Ace Attorney today. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to talk about. Yeah, I have. But yeah, speaking of Ace Attorney and how I can't speak or think anymore, let's go ahead and try playing the game, shall we? Oh boy! Oh, I dropped a worm. I dropped one. All right, I'm ready. I hope y'all are ready. Let me back up a little bit. All right. So the most recent notes I have are snowmobile was used to go back to Hazakura from bridge. We have the snowmobile wasn't used for Iris to go to the inner temple or to dispose of the murder weapon. When Bikini took her bath, the snowmobile hadn't been used yet. That's what I have. So hopefully this works. February 9th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. And here's little innocent Iris. I have my theories. I think I still remember what I think is going on. But we'll just have to see if I'm right. Let's see. Game after only 20 minutes? Listen, gotta hop in here. I gotta remember what's going on. I'm like anxious. I'm like, I don't remember what to do. So let me just hop in so I can start remembering. I gotta jog my memory. Hey, Caramel, welcome. Hey, Alfred, welcome. Hey, Joseph, welcome. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here for it. Wonderful. I also have no idea what's going on. Just kidding. I know a little bit. Oh my gosh. They don't want to think anymore. They left their head and their heart on the dance floor. Why does it always take me a second to realize it's Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
All right. I'll help you any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Unless there's an imposter.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Yeah, when she returned... Okay. I think I have that written down somewhere already, but I'm just gonna put it down so it's more recent. Okay, so the mobile was used between... I think this is gonna be important. Between Bikini going to the main hall. I already knew this. And murder witness. I write down a lot of stuff because I never know what's gonna be important later. I never know. An imposter among us? Among us? When she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Oh, we have a time stamp there. 10:30 to 11 p.m. Snowmobile was used. Okay. Cool. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah? We have a liar! Keeping secrets, are we? Oh dear God. 5 locks. Okay, So Iris did use it, she just admitted, but she won't tell us why. Okay. Got that many secrets, yeah. There's a lot of locks to unlock this secret. New color, nice. This is the last case. This is the last case of the game, yeah. When I finish this case, I'll be done with the trilogy. All done. Alright, Iris.
I can't tell you about that. Yet. Not yet. You gotta work for it.
Yet?
Not until her safety's confirmed.
Who? What? Okay, she won't tell until she is safe. Okay, who is she? Is Iris a Southern Belle? That is the voice I'm giving her. Iris, so I'm assuming you don't know, like, anything about Ace Attorney, Joseph. Iris is a character that looks exactly like this other character from earlier in the series. And this other character was, like, really evil, like, murderer. And she was, like, very good at manipulating and pretending to be like, oh, I sure hope I would never see someone die. That would be terrible. So I decided to give her that voice. And now there's this character who has a different name but looks just like her. So I don't know if it's her making a new identity or if this is like a twin or something. I don't know what's going on. But that's why she has a little Southern Belle voice. She might be innocent. Maybe she's a twin sister or something, you know? The evil and good twin. We'll see. She's from Louisiana. Canon. Bribe her with some sweet tea. I know that would work on me. I love sweet tea. And I'm from Texas, so that checks out. Not until her safety's confirmed. Her?
The safety of the acolyte.
The acolyte, huh? Maya? What? Maybe they're holding Maya hostage or something? Again? Okay, she is an acolyte. Unless this is some other character they mentioned before and I don't remember. She must be talking about Maya. Okay, I was right, it's probably Maya. Okay. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Dunham?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No psychologs, so she's not lying. Very well. This must be a different person. This has to be a different person, because Dahlia killed people, and she's not lying about not killing, so I don't know. We must have, like, a brain-wiping situation, or she is a different person. Very well. Is Iris just turned 9, or is it just her necklace? It's not the number 9! That is a Magatama, and it's like a channeling stone. That this person is a spirit channeler, and that's like a spiritual stone that they wear. So yeah, it's a necklace, but it does look like the number 9. Oh my god! Stop holding the baby hostage. This is like at least the second time. No, it's okay. It's alright. I didn't recognize it when I first started playing the game. I had to learn from the game, so. Alright, it's my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Okay, Iris could never kill. That's something we established. It's funny though because she didn't say she didn't kill Elise Dunham. She was like, I could never kill. That wasn't the question, Iris. February 9, 11:36 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. Oh yes, I forgot we're going up against her. The one with the whip. Court will now reconvene. Oh, what was his voice? I'm just gonna give him a dramatic, like, deep voice. I don't remember. Court will now reconvene. I can't do a Canadian accent for the life of me. I can't. So it's not happening. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something, very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. Ah.
Miss Franziska.
Sketching is sketchy? Apparently. Artists beware. Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. It's time for Larry! Laurice Dunham, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. For anyone who's new to Ace Attorney, yes, she uses a whip against the witnesses. And everyone else. Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey! I was just artistically— Ah! Ouch! You're trying to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look! I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it? I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. That's it! Thanks, buddy! It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see? I've got nothing to do with this trial, at all! I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red! Or, to use the technical term, crimson lake. Ouch! 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 Oh my god! Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man. Oh no! Emilio. Emilio has redeemed lose the glasses for 5 minutes. Oh, great. Okay, I'm gonna take off my glasses for 5 minutes. And I'm going to also catch up with chat, because I know I need to. Oops. 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 5 minutes. Oh, I gotta do it. Okay. Starting now! Just to let y'all know, my prescription is pretty high. Without squinting and with being about maybe 1.5 feet away from my monitor, I cannot see. I can read the game. The text is big enough, but chat is so small. I have to, look. I have to be this close. I have to be this close without squinting. So I guess I'll squint. Fletchling, like the Pokemon? I wish. Let's see. I could never take a life. Unless... 3 AM here in the UK, so my brain isn't at 100%. No worries, no worries. Silence is deafening. This is the slightly more competent judge, so the voice fits. Something smells, it's the butts. Is he wearing Trixie Mattel merch? I wish he was. Oh, testify like a man, yet none of us know what that means. Posture check from PC Man. Well, I just can't read now. I can't read chat. All right. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Cross-checking is bad? Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. Well, this is too much for me. I try to voice Larry like an anime protagonist, but from like a dub. Like, I try to be as close to that as possible. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Edgy poo! Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation, or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. So dramatic. Well then, let us proceed with a cross-examination, with no touching. Thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Bisha can't see. Post memes. I literally can't see. I can't read chat from here. Hold on. What I saw. What I see. Posture check, Bishy. Farewell, my friends. Have a good time zone. Emotes. Thank you so much for being here, Pearl. I couldn't read your goodbye message. I'm so sorry if I missed you. I hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. Posture check, PC Man. You're not something ready enough for an anime protag LMAO. You're not, does this say grunting? You're not grunting nearly enough for an Huh? There. Yeah. Impossible. I have a cat on me. Well then, never mind. This hurts my eyes. Cat law. Never interrupt the cat. Wolf says, Poot. Yeah, like that. See how long that took? How long's my timer? I can't even see my timer. Okay, I got 30 seconds. This is lol, this is awesome!
I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up the stars that night.
I think L1 is press. I can't even read! You might say... clip-worthy! Well, go ahead! Because I got my glasses back now. Oh, that physically hurt me a little bit. That hurt my eyes! Ugh. Okay. Glasses are back. I was at that lodge out in the mountains looking up the stars. Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip.
Okay, give me a minute.
If I actually voiced him exactly like a protagonist, I think we'd be here a long time.
Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right?
See, you can do it if you try.
Ouch!
There is only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but... A number of times? How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night?
You bet. Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands.
Love, you say? It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? Thank you for the clip, PC Man. No, I didn't see it. Ah! You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness, eh?
Well, you see...
Being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. I think he's used to it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, you really didn't see it.
Hey, no need to hit your desk, I can hear you! I didn't see it! I didn't see a snowmobile!
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please.
Snowmobile.
If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest?
Huh? Shut up! What is this? I don't know! Don't ask me!
It seems I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. Because he's in court. Court is stressful. Yeah, he's just scared. What if Fran pulled out an updated autopsy report? Oh, dear God. Look who's next. Where's Jack Nicholson?
Here's Johnny.
Here's Jack. Edgeworth would finally know how it feels. Just for that reason, I hope she does.
I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either.
You didn't meet anyone?
That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now!
It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. We need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Alright. So, I think Edgeworth hinted that the second to last one I don't want to mess with, he said? Let me look at this one more time. Really didn't see it. Didn't see it. Say it. I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. Okay, so don't do the snowmobile one. It's giving me a hint. Okay. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night. So this is something that probably is not... I don't need to worry about this one. I walked the bridge a number of times. So that's not a lie. He walked there every 20 minutes. I didn't see the snowmobile. He said not to do this one. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night. So I must have something that contradicts this phrase. This is my first time seeing the evidence in like 3 weeks, so bear with me. Let's see. Larry. Waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. So he was definitely there at 10 o'clock. The snowmobile was used between 10:30 and 11. So he would have been at the bridge like before the snowmobile was used. Okay, maybe. It's the weather data. Magazine. Picture of her. Iris rang the lights out bell at 10 and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. But that might be a lie because she technically... Oh, God. She technically used the snowmobile between 10:30 and 11. Okay. Calculus calls. Bye-bye, all. Thanks so much for being here, Caramel. I completely understand. I wish you luck working on your calculus, and I hope we see you again soon. We'll see you next time. Good night! The murder happened between 10 and 11. Oh man, there's a lot happening around 10. Okay, so I need to get my timeline out. So 10 o'clock, Larry is supposed to... Iris, but I don't know if he saw her. Maybe I could say that? I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night. I don't know if they met. And then the murder happened between 10 to 11. And the snowmobile was used between 10:30. See anyone at the bridge that night? That's the photo of the murder. Man, I don't remember. Let me look at my notes a little bit. Maybe I just need to show him the blackmail letter? Okay, so this isn't what happened because Iris didn't murder anyone, but this is what I have written down. I think what, like, they were saying happened. By 11 p.m., Iris had murdered, discarded weapon in river 5 minutes by mobile, came back 5 minutes later, then went to room. We need a Jeopardy sound effect for moments like this. You know the one. Do 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 do. I think I'm just gonna try the blackmail letter and go from there. I might be overthinking it. Let me see. Didn't see anyone at the bridge. I don't know if he did see anyone though. I can't remember. You know what? I actually have testimony from him at some point. We interviewed Larry. But he was like hiding things, but let me see if I can find the notes from that. That'd probably help me. Larry! That was like a whole section of the game I remember where we talked to Larry for like 30 minutes. Man. I have a statement from Bikini. I don't think I labeled it. Whatever. Okay, let's try the letter. Well, let me save first, maybe. Save first. Out of the blue, but I just opened a popsicle and it came with a second stick just stuck to the side of the popsicle. Make a wish, it's a good omen. It's good luck! Maybe next time you'll get 2 popsicles on 1 stick. Okay, present, the black letter. That's not it. Okay. I'm going to load the save. That was not it. That was a shot in the dark. Okay. Walk to the bridge a number of times. Can we try it to this? No. Okay. Okay. That's not it. Got it. Not the answer. This is IRL when the case was postponed for months. Oh. Is it really not this one? I didn't see a snowmobile. Edgeworth said it was too obvious of like a contradiction to do, but like, no. Mr. Num was murdered. Maybe I need to present a person? Like, I didn't see anyone at the bridge. And then I can show maybe someone that he would have seen, like maybe Bikini? He might have seen Bikini walking back and forth. No? Okay. Guess not. Guess not. Seeing Edgeworth make mistakes seems wrong. Listen. Not everyone can be as perfect as Edgeworth, okay? Oh, Jesus. What did Larry tell me about that night? Oh my god. Don't remember. Let's just start from the beginning of chapter 5 notes. Edgeworth needs to drop his hair care routine. It looks glorious, doesn't it? I'm actually planning on cosplaying Edgeworth, and I already have his wig and styled and everything, but it's the only part of the costume I have. And I cosplayed him on stream, I think last year. So, Ruuuvo styled it though. Ruuuvo is my spouse. We just got married in October. And they usually style the wigs when we cosplay. They're better at it than me. Defending ain't so easy, is it, Edgeworth? Alright, let's see here. I'm starting from the beginning of my notes. This is probably the only way I'm gonna get this without hints. Body found was at 11. Bridge was on fire. Larry was there. I just wrote Larry was there. Yeah, Larry? Wait, I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night. He did see, Nick. Is it that? Like, he technically did see someone? My notes worked! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, I never would have remembered that. I never would have remembered that. I had to go back. Literally, let me show you what helped me get this. Hold on. No, we got it. Wait, hold on. So you can read it. Larry was there. That is what helped me get this. Larry was there. And then I remembered, yeah, Nick tried to run across the bridge. So Nick and Larry were there together. And then I remembered, oh yeah, Larry came over while Nick was like, oh my god, there's a bridge on fire. What's going on? Oh my god. Larry was here. Yeah. That's this one got it! Oh my god. Sounds awesome, and congrats on your wedding. Thank you. They'll act all superior when they win watch. Yeah, yeah. Edgar's like, that was what I knew immediately. Within 5 seconds. Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry! But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you've been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. I'm not liking the nickname Edgy, though. Yeah, that's just what all the characters call him. Oh my god, my hat was like flying into space. I forgot I had it on. Everyone calls him Edgy, and there's a character that calls him Edgy Poo. That is his nickname. Yeah, Edgy Poo is the other one. Those are the options. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you. He's thinking. He's thinking. I think it also sounds like literally edgy. Like he thinks he's so edgy. Which I don't think edgy really describes Edgeworth necessarily. I don't think so. He's more like pompous, full of himself, poised, that kind of thing. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. Too bad. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? What I saw, part 2. Change your inner self. So he's a prosecutor, defense attorney, and now a therapist. Is there anything this man can't do? Admit that he's not straight. That's what. I try to think of it like edgy as an edgelord. Right, right. That's what I was saying too. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna write down this crap. Okay, went to the shack at 9. 9. Larry went to shack. Edgeworth, okay. So, Edgeworth, the character with the gray hair, and the actual main protagonist of this game, Phoenix Wright, are a very popular ship in the Ace Attorney fandom. And in fact, I believe one of the game's artists that actually worked on the game ships them too. Or maybe the writer? I don't remember. Someone that actually works on the game also ships them. So there's a lot of like subtext of them maybe loving each other, you know, liking each other, that kind of thing. And Edgeworth is very much, very much, not straight. Like, so many things. There's so many signs. So yeah. It's not canon, but it might as well be. One of those things. Went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been 10:30. Okay, so 10:30. Larry did what? I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I just have to appreciate this picture. Hold on. So there's his little beret just on the ground next to him. He's got his little drinks, some oranges, a magazine. He's got his little straw blanket. His straw blanket. Also, I love the little bows on his sweater. And the door is just open. Just has it open. I guess it wasn't too cold. Is he sleeping under a rug? I don't know. I mean, it's not too unusual that he's on the floor because it's like, I mean, it's like a futon. The blanket though, the blanket. His Trixie Mattel shirt. Yeah, he's wearing his Trixie Mattel shirt. He wears it 24/7. He loves Trixie so much. Edgeworth is every flavor of the rainbow. He's certainly someone's favorite flavor. The writers think it's amusing, so they throw the fans a bone once in a while. Yeah, but like one of the people that works on the game actually literally ships them. I think it was an artist. Like an official artist for the game. Hello, Violet. Welcome in. Howdy, howdy. Larold. At least Edgeworth shows no signs of really being interested in women. Yeah, actually, that's the thing too. Like, anytime a woman in the game has like tried to flirt with him or says that they like him, he acts really confused or just totally like oblivious, like just disinterested. Like, you what? What do you mean? You experience attraction towards me? I don't understand what that means. It's really funny. Larold butts, Laroldothy? Laroldothy? Oh my god. Laronathan? Boy, you're a mess. Why are you I'm not surprised, I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the scenery.
I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out.
So 10:30, Larry sees the bridge on fire, apparently. Laronathan the Moronathan? Larlanold? Larlanold? This is getting so far away from his name.
So some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
The little bows on his sweater are so much. I was just appreciating those. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. Larnathy, Larald Del Rey, Larald Del Rey, Lorinda. Larry's actually short for Lawrence in real life, which is less similar than Larold or Laronathan, I think. You've got a point there! What I saw part 2. Went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been 10:30. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
So he was just standing there. Between 9 and 10:30. Larry's standing at the bridge. Got it. Does this man look like a Lawrence to you? Florenciaga? No. No.
I was busy being excited.
Excited? Dare I even ask?
I set the meeting time as 10 o'clock, right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early too.
Well, here she didn't come at all in the end.
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart!
Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
Okay. He went out every 20 minutes. He keeps saying that, so I feel that's important. I'm gonna write it down. Larry went out to check bridge. Every 20 minutes. Because maybe, like, at a certain 20-minute mark, he was supposed to see something. I don't know.
I didn't have anything else to do.
We believe you. You don't have a life, sir. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. This light was, of course...
lightning. Like, pow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Ah!
Oh, sorry, he said,
Haga!
or a little like that.
Ah! That's more like a punch from Miranda.
It's all the terrible girls he's dated. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
So it might not have been lightning. It could have been an explosion. Oh, what time did he say he saw the light? 10:30? Okay. So 10:30... He didn't see the bridge on fire, he saw the flash of light. Larry sees flash of light. Which could be lightning? Explosion? I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. Seeing that, what did you do?
What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart.
And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge?
Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. My comfy covers. I'm too cozy comfy, I don't want to leave. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so, I don't know, I changed my mind.
Okay, so stopped snowing at 10:30, apparently. Does that match up with what we know? Snow was from 7 to about 10:50. Lightning occurred 10 to 11. So that would match up with the 10:30 lightning strike. And this says lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Okay. So, according to, this is Larry. And now according to weather report. 10:45 was the lightning. Thank you so much for the follow, engineer. Thank you. Ruuuvo, would you commission something from Larry? No, he's blacklisted. Oh. 10:45. The snow was supposed to go until 10:50, so when did he say he got out to look at the bridge? I don't know if he said. Okay, so 10:50, snow stops. So it's not quite matching up with what I think he's saying, but I could be wrong. Anyways. He says pretty much, so maybe it was a light snow. Who knows? I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, witness. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. Thunder stopped. Let's see. At 11. So, 10 to 11 was the lightning. So there was still some lightning, or thunder, so it was before 11. Snow stops at 10:50. So maybe he went out at 10:50? Maybe that's what we're getting from this? Okay. Still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes?
Okay.
I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk.
Okay. Got it. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping. Oh my god! I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. I don't know why I struggled so much.
Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Ooh.
I think so. Happens to the best of us. Why does Larry always look like he's trying not to poop his pants? That's why he stinks! If something stinks, it's the butts. Something smells, it's the butts. The way Edgeworth gets to have a competent judge and Phoenix is stuck with Mr. Dingus. Oh. Larry, shift yourself! Press Larry, not right now. Why didn't you call anyone? Why did you go to the bridge? Okay, so I have two options because I want to press. I think we know why he went to the bridge. He went to the bridge to see if Iris was there, probably. Yeah, the judge is Canadian for some reason. Let's say, why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Whenever he does this face, I try to sound so serious. Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that.
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay. A reason... my reason... It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone. I just didn't have time to, okay? Huh? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later.
Okay. You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright?
Yeah!
Okay. Got it. I'm Canadian, so I find Canadian stereotypes really funny. Oh my god, don't be such a hoser, eh? Oh, and I know that this, this judge is Canadian, but I can't do like a Canadian impression whatsoever. I can't do it. There's some guys that would actually fight for that. Oh god. Them's truly fighting words. Oh,
Yeah! I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
Oh. I mean, it didn't seem like it. The fire looked like still an inferno. As the resident Brit in the chat, you could try an English accent. Oh, I do those all the time. I can do those okay. But he's Canadian. I don't want to make him sound British. It's just, it's wrong. Feels wrong. But I do use the accent every now and then. I try to do different voices for all the characters. I like, you know, voice acting on stream. Cheers, chaps. What's all this then? Oh god. We're just doing stereotypes in chat now. Oh Jesus. Fire was pretty much out by then. What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less.
He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. You're gonna make someone jump you, oh my god. And then I have to read these messages out loud. What if someone tries to fight me, huh? So selfish. Okay. I think this is gonna involve some counting and some math. I went to the shack at around 9, would have been about 10:30. Do I have anything that tells me when Nick called the police? So I think Larry... Hold on. I think Larry... was at the main hall at 10? I'm just trying to get my timeline correct. Okay, and then we have the weather report. I wrote that down. Picture of her. Lights out bell was rung at 10. And then she was in her room. Apparently. To 11 was the murder. So the murder and the lightning happened in the same time frame. Interesting. We have the crime photo, and then the tracks. So I don't necessarily have something that's jumping out to me right now. It could be a profile. Okay, let me look at what Larry said again. Tried to make a Mary Poppins Cockney accent joke, but the filtration system thinks the male lead's name is bad? Male lead's name? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me? I'm like, what? I don't know what you all are saying to me right now. Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm scared. I'm trying to do math right now. Look up Mary Poppins. Okay. I mean, I've seen Mary Poppins, I'm just like... The chimney sweep Mary... Oh, okay, chimney sweep. I have to Google! Chimney sweeper from Mary Poppins at autofilled. Ah! Oh! Okay, I see why you said that in my chat now. But you can understand why you're not allowed to say it, right? You can understand why that word is blocked, right? I think most people saying that probably wouldn't be saying the actor's name. They'd be saying something else! It's blocked for good reason, alright? No actors, no chimney sweeps from Mary Poppins allowed, alright? He's deleted from history, according to my automod. His whole last name is just blocked. He had also a TV show with his name. Content warning British! This is actually accurate now. We need a content warning for British because this British man is illegal. Is he British? I actually don't. I don't know. Hey, Wafer! Howdy! How you doing? Content warning, you're British. He's literally American. Never mind! I don't know this man! I have heard his name. Even worse. Honestly, we should have a content warning American. Yeah, I think that would be worse. His accent in reality in the movie is very bad. But yeah, doesn't he do a British accent in the movie? So his character's British. That's what I meant. The whole joke about him is people usually make is how bad his London accent is in the movie. The only time I watched Mary Poppins was as a child, so probably as a child it sounded great. I'm British and I do not claim it. It's a very bad impression. Oh, you did your desk organizer? Congrats, PC Man. You did it! One time I sat next to Ruuuvo and they scolded me. For good reason! How dare you sit next to them? I'm just kidding. Content warning, American. We should make that one a command. Should I do that? Should we make an American one? That's the only one I'm gonna do, though. I'm only gonna do content warning for British and American. Let's see. And then y'all can use this command anytime we're talking about, like, America. Do I say America or American? I guess American. The command should be America? Oh no. Alright, if y'all think you can remember that. America. Alright, let me make it. Okay, try it now. You technically unlocked enough friendship levels to sit next to me, but still, how dare you? Content warning, American. Content warning, an American has entered the chat. I'm here to steal your vibes, by the way. Well, good luck. I'd like to see you try! I paid to win? Here's 50 bucks. Can I sit next to you? Wow. So sad. So sad. Oh, what was I doing? Basically what happened. Pathetic! No. Oh no. If you think that's bad, let me introduce you all to a British dessert called... No, I've heard of that before, Joseph. I've heard of that before. It's in a can, right? Why do British people have to make things sound like that? Why are you the way you are, is what I'm asking. It's an English steamed pudding! Spotted! Wait, hold on. I gotta do a redacted moment here. It's a good sound effect for this. Okay. Spotted is a traditional British steamed pudding, historically made with suet? S-U-E-T. Sweat? Is it pronounced sweat? That's what I want to know. And dried fruit, and often served with custard. Non-traditional variants include recipes that replace sweat with other fats, or that include eggs to make something similar to a sponge pudding. Okay. Spotted? Yep. Suet? 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 So would you do like suet or sweat? Probably suet. Suet. It's in my brain now. Spotted! Not sweat, okay. Suet. If you stick around long enough, you'll learn that I don't know how to pronounce anything, alright? It's a part of the experience. More emphasis on the sweat! 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 Is that good? I'll say it like that every time. Spotted is made with sweat! Sweaty! Pronounced sweaty. Sure. With more feeling. That's as much feeling as I can muster. It's bad. Yeah. We have pies in a can over here. It's not good. And you also put beans on toast. Oh. And have pork and beans. I tried it once and it was okay. It's alright. Oh no! Hello, love. Would you care for some marmalade and spotted? A coworker of mine from a bunch of years ago was British and he kept a can of spotted on his desk. That was a conversation starter, wasn't it? Suet. Y'all are all thin ice. Don't get me started on black pudding. I feel like I've heard of that too. We've had a few British or UK-based community members before, so we've had some conversations about like interesting foods and phrases and stuff. Hello? Oh my god. Black pudding is a distinct regional type of blood sausage originating in the UK and Ireland. Oh, blood sausage. Okay, I've heard of that. It's somebody's taste. They also put fries in between bread and call it a chip buddy. Chip butty. Chip buddy. We don't have great food, to be honest. I don't think the UK's known for that. Not really. What is going on in this courtroom? So many things, Wizard. So many things. This book I was obsessed with as a kid was written by a British author, and the main character's favorite food was chip buddies, and they were a major part of the book because her dad owned a chip shop. Well, that's kind of cute. It's just funny. I mean, what kind of bread is it? I'm trying to imagine the experience of eating a chip buddy right now. Chip buddy. From Lancashire. I don't know how to say Lancashire, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say anything. It's just... Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I was expecting like a cute little bun, like a little bun kind of like cut open like a little sandwich. It's literally just 2 slices of white bread with French fries in the middle and ketchup. I like ketchup on French fries, but the idea of having it as a sandwich... I'm gonna show you all a picture. I have to show you a picture. I can't experience this by myself. No way. Hold on, it's being difficult. It doesn't want me to show you. It's like, no. Please don't make fun of me on stream. This is cyberbullying. It's a sandwich talking, by the way. Okay, here you go. This is a chip buddy. I really, you know, my policy is always to try not to make fun of food that other people eat because it's someone's favorite food and it's something that people enjoy, and I don't want to, like, yuck somebody's yum, so to say. But I don't think that people who enjoy this would really mind if I had an aversion to this. You know what I mean? Because this is not, like, something intrinsically tied to someone's culture. Right? Stop making fun of my culture, you swines! Yeah, like... I think I can bully the chip buddy a little bit. I think I can, yeah, fish and chips is good. I've had fish and chips. I mean, it's just fish with French fries. It's fried fish with French fries. It's good. But for some reason, this is really, like, yucking me out. I don't know. I don't... It's mostly the ketchup. Like, if it was just the bread and the French fries, I guess, but then it'd be too dry. So I don't know. There's just something about it I'm not okay with. Don't Google fish finger buddies. Oh, so it's gonna be like fish sticks in bread? I'm gonna Google it. Wait, what did you say? Not fish sticks, fish fingers. Okay. Like chicken fingers. Why is British culture putting things between 2 pieces of white bread? Why is that? The food culture! That is so funny. I mean, Americans have like a sandwich culture too, but like that is so fun. It's exactly the same picture, but imagine fish sticks instead. Literally like the same type of bread, same posing, same photo, but it's fish sticks. Yeah, we have a fried food culture. I mean, yeah, we have fried butter, fried soda, I get it. I mean, if people make fun of American food, like that kind of stuff, like super fried stuff, I don't bat an eye. I don't even like the US very much. I don't have any patriotism, so I don't care. Oh my god. Hey, PC Man has a much better version. Apparently. Okay, yeah, like I get that. I get that. It's like French fries with like tomatoes and ham. It's basically like another topping. It's potatoes in a sandwich. That's okay. But just the potatoes with ketchup was like very jarring. Very jarring for me to look at. Really need a content warning for British here. Really do. Oh my god. Hold on, since as I catch up with chat, let me just switch over here. I know Ace Attorney's not happening right now. Well, I'll keep playing, don't worry. We're only an hour and a half into stream. We have plenty of time. Oh, the things we're talking about right now. Apparently, we do good cake. I haven't had cake from the UK, so I can't confirm or deny. It can be sliced bread or like a bun. See, a bun would have been a lot nicer, but I only saw sliced bread. Remember when Edmund from Narnia sold his family out for Turkish Delight? Turkish Delight is really good. The girl in the book preferred a bun. Add some taste. Some people will use brown sauce instead of ketchup. One of the regulars at her dad's chip shop always put a bunch of brown sauce on his chip buddies. Brown sauce, is that a gravy? I think I know what that is. It seems like a food you'd give to a child to get them to eat. It's not atrocious, but I don't understand. The girl in the book was actually very offended when people thought chip buddies were gross, and everyone made fun of her for always smelling like the fryer. Oh gosh. If it's in a bun, I think it's more appetizing. I'll say that. The name is awful. Fried PB&J. I haven't tried that yet. We only fry chocolate bars over here. Not a lie. Huh. I had fried Kool-Aid once at a fair and it was horrible. That makes sense. That makes sense. State fairs will literally deep fry a stick of butter and put it on a stick. Yeah, they literally did that. I would not eat that. I think a fried Oreo would taste good. I think a fried Snickers, like there's some things that I'm like, oh, that probably tastes good, but there's some where, you know, we never stop to think about if we should do it. I had a baked potato for dinner tonight. Baked potato. I love potatoes, actually. I had fries tonight, minus the bread. No bread. State fair food is scary. It can be. No, brown sauce is like HP sauce. Steaks. Oh, steak sauce. Oh, okay, okay. And that sounds kind of good. I like to have steak sauce on like a chicken sandwich sometimes, stuff like that. Harry Potter sauce. I don't actually know what the HP stands for. That's alright. Peep my butty, you jelly! Oh, Joseph didn't even know that. Our brown sauce is your... Oh, no. Our brown sauce is your steak sauce? I guess so. Would never put HP on steak. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't either. I think the only time you should put steak sauce on a steak is if it's dry AF. Dry AF. So dry. Otherwise, no. The steak should be juicy on its own without any sauce. I would use it for stuff like a fried chicken, like a little patty of chicken, or on like a little sandwich. No. I don't use it on steak. My parents put HP on any beef they eat. Oh my gosh. And see, it just depends on the person. Some people like to put steak sauce on all their steaks. I think I should only have to do that if it's dry and need some kind of sauce. You know, my favorite sauce to have on a steak is actually the sauce that Ruuuvo knows how to make. It's like a mushroom spicy sauce, and it's like a light brown. It's really good. Really good. And then that's just like a nice topping, even if the steak is juicy. My stepdad always cooked the steak super well done, and so we'd have to douse it in HP sauce. Oh, no. Ugh. I've been through something similar. I used to live with someone who would always, like, overcook hamburger meat, like making hamburgers. So you would have to douse it in ketchup and mustard and everything, and then it would, like, make my stomach hurt. Like, it was not good. And then he would always say he did it really well. Like, oh yeah, I know how to make a good hamburger. And I feel like, I don't think so. Yeah, mushroom cream sauce. It's really good. All right, I'm gonna attempt to play some Ace Attorney now. Oh, but thank you for sharing your interesting foods with us. Oh my gosh. Speaking of foods, I'm actually so hungry right now. I ate before stream, but it wasn't enough. So I'm still hungry. Okay, let me see. I was in the middle trying to figure out what to do. Oh god. Okay, keep going with chat, no worries. I'll catch up in a minute. I gotta think about this a little bit. Went to the shack around 9, would have been about 10:30, so I don't really see anything that sticks out, but let me try to get this timeline down. So, about 5 minutes after the lightning struck, that would have been 10:50. Larry begins to walk towards the bridge, and then it takes about 5 minutes to get to the bridge, so that'd be 11. So that means Nick also got to the bridge at 11. And then they say the fire was out by 11. Is that accurate? That might be what the contradiction is when the fire went out. Because to me, the fire didn't look out when Nick was there. I mean, he ran into the flames to try and save Maya. That's why it was so dramatic. A weather report. Okay, so yeah, lightning struck the bridge at 10:45, so that's when the fire started. 10:45, and then 30 minutes later it was out, so... Let's see. Oh god, I'm terrible with time stuff. So 2:11 it would have been... Well, obviously no. Obviously no, the fire was not out by 11, because 30 minutes after 10:45 is taking you well after 11, so... Nope. That's the contradiction, I think. Fire was not out by 11. Okay.
Oh, I think that's it. Let me see.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know if he talks about that. Well, anyway, I have something that's a contradiction. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. The lightning stopped at 11. I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. I think this is what I need to have a contradiction to. I guess I could try the weather report just to see. Yeah, y'all are having a whole experience in the chat right now. I'll catch up in just a second. Let me try to see if I can get this right. Let's try the weather report. It is! Okay, cool. I got it. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien!
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time, of course.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah? Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less,
oh my god. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11. Yep.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Ah, okay, so I didn't exactly understand what the contradiction was, but I still got to it somehow. Right, the murder was at 11. So, Nick couldn't have been at the bridge yet. I see. I gotta write this down in case I need it for later. Alright, that's it. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. So his timeline is wrong.
Excuse me, I have an objection.
You do?
Angie, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Laurice Dunham. Yeah! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that.
They do say the time of death is between, I think 10 to 11. It's like a whole hour.
Watch your footing there, Miss Franziska von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. But there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out.
Okay, so this is what I figured out.
Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15.
Thank you for doing the math for me, Edgeworth. Fire out. Okay.
Got it.
Which means... what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night.
Okay. I thought he jumped through the flames.
In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down.
Okay, so they still consider that like a dead fire. Alright, because I remember seeing fire, but it's not like super dramatic explosion fire. I see. Okay, so Nick got to bridge. I guess he would have been burned all over if it was still a flame. After fire was done. Got it. Hey, Zach, welcome in.
Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15.
Okay, 11. Larry's at the bridge. 11:15. Nick is there. Here we go.
I suggest you to stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes?
Burke, I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. Ugh! I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Larry's so gross. Order! Order! Order!
So, there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
Man. So 15 minutes. Larry doing what? Question mark. No.
Got it. That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. So we want to know the reason.
Why didn't he call?
Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything. Ah!
Then say it.
Damn. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
Missing 15 minutes.
Alright, let me catch up with chat real quick. Let me see. My grandmother overcooks everything because she's always been terrified of foodborne illness, but she's also terrified of flavors and spices. Scared of flavor! Well done. If someone asks for their steak well done, to quote Hank Hill, we ask them politely but firmly to leave. Exactly. Great burger if you like eating wall insulation! Dang. I know how to make a good burger. Meanwhile, the burger is a puck. I was at a steak place for New Year's, and on their menu they had a level of doneness past well done, and I don't know how anyone could want that. I've heard of stories from people that like work in restaurants of people asking for like burnt steak. Like actually burnt. I don't know. I don't know why. You're eating a leather shoe. I think it was called Chicago style or something. What? I don't even like beef that much, but even I know that. Having our own trial. Yeah, I know y'all are having your own trial. Looked up, it was called Chicago. Society versus Chicago. Exciting that it's a city that's inviting. It's a city for a girl that's just like me. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the reference. I was like, this is an interesting sentence. The one time I was in Chicago, I felt like I was gonna get run over by a car anytime I crossed the road. From what I've heard of Chicago, that sounds accurate. Unless you're talking about the musical Chicago, I know a lot about that, right? This game has such a good objection theme. All the music is good, all the time. I was over here eating burritos while y'all were talking about food. Burritos sound so good! I was in the process of making the stuff for the burritos, but didn't make or eat them until now. Well, enjoy!
Gosh. I'm a Dunam. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up.
So Larry's the type of guy, when he sees something terrible happening, he's gonna record it with his phone instead of helping. I see. I suppose artists can be strange folk. I don't think artists claim Larry.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So, why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. Ha ha. You'll regret this, Edgy. Oh god. The missing 15 minutes. I eat burritos with a fork. Whatever gets the job done. I also don't agree with the existence of burrito bowls. I'm a controversial figure in history. I could eat a burrito bowl. I could eat one. I do prefer burritos myself, but I mean, the only difference is the tortilla. Larry would use an AI generator and call himself an artist. Larry would sell NFTs. I absolutely agree. Oh no. Oh, you're making me so hungry, Alfred. The burrito was bean, rice, cheese, chicken, chopped onion, serranos for spice. Burritos were decently large, but not massive. I know my stomach's about to start grumbling. We're only 2 hours into the stream. We still got 2 more hours. I feel like I should actually take a break and go eat a snack. Like, I'm that hungry. I ate before stream. I don't know what's going on. If I'm eating at Chipotle, I do get the burrito bowl, but literally anywhere else, I'll eat burrito as is. I mean, to be fair, Chipotle burritos are gigantic, so, you know, it's just like getting to eat all the insides. Get a snack, yeah. Especially, I'm kind of at like a little stopping point. Like, I'm about to do the cross-examination here. Go get some spotted. Don't even start. Don't you say it! Take a sip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the carne asada burritos from California specifically. That California Mexican food hits different. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break, y'all. My stomach is really hurting, so I'm gonna go eat like a granola bar or something. So I'm not so hungry, but I'll try not to take too long. I'll try to be back within about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, when I return, we'll talk more about cursed foods, and I'll try to do some more Ace Attorney. Be back in about 5 minutes. Alright. I'm back. I'm sorry it took more than 5 minutes. I thought I had something quick to eat, but I really didn't, so I had to make something. So it took a little longer, but I'm back. The funny thing is, I wanted to just grab like a granola bar or something quick, but we don't have any. So I was like, okay, I'll try to make like a sandwich. That'll be fast. But then we didn't have any meat for a sandwich. So I was like, okay, what can I do? So I literally just put some tuna between 2 pieces of bread. And it just made me think about the sandwiches that I was making jokes about earlier. And I realized I needed to be humbled. So I enjoy tuna sandwiches, and other people probably think that's gross. And, you know, it's a very humbling experience. So anyway, I'm back. I'm full now. Fruit Loops permanently remind me of that scene in Monsters, Inc. where they're throwing them and the girl's catching it in her mouth. Oh no, they were throwing potato chips. He leaves the Fruit Loops on the ground and she follows them. Oh my god. I can't even remember either of those scenes. It's been so long since I watched that movie. Skimming chat. I do that with salmon, and I add some mayo. Yeah, whenever we make tuna, it's like not just the tuna dry, it's tuna mixed with Kewpie mayonnaise, which is like a Japanese mayonnaise. Much better than like US-based mayonnaise, in my opinion. It's like a little sweeter. It's still good. So I just mix that with the tuna, and then I put it in bread. And usually I have some cheese, but we don't have any cheese. No sandwich, no granola bar, no floors, nothing. Nothing! Yeah, chips. Chips are not french fries for us. Chips are like potato chips. Well, that's the same. Crisps, yes. I will die before I call a hot Cheeto a crisp. Which, would people in the UK call hot Cheetos crisps? I guess so. Crisp butties. I think I've seen that before, like potato chips and bread. I've seen that. And you know what? I've done that, but I'll put it in an already existing sandwich. I wouldn't put just chips in bread. I would put chips in like a sandwich with meat and cheese and mayonnaise and stuff, and it makes it a little crispy. That's good to me. My aunt used to make really good tuna salad sandwiches with pickles. Oh, is it pickles or like pickle relish? I've had pickle relish tuna before. I don't make tuna sandwiches enough to buy pickle relish. And I haven't tried it in a while. I don't know if I still like it, because I had it when I was younger. Oh, just pickles. Interesting. Sweet or sour pickles? Important question. I'll eat either, depending on the situation. Situational pickle eater. Bishi lied to us for shame. Betrayed our trust. More than 5 minutes. I'm sorry. We're so offended and don't forgive you. Well, I hope y'all entertained yourselves while I was gone. I'm gonna have to unfollow, it's been fun. That's what got me canceled. Like sliced pickles, the sour ones. Okay, don't like sweet ones. The only time I've enjoyed the sweet ones is like if I have it on the side of like a really savory sandwich. There's like a restaurant I've gone to before where they have the sandwiches served with like a little sweet pickle on the side, and it's so good. I bite the sandwich and then I have a little bite of the pickle. It's very good. But yeah, usually I don't just buy sweet pickles. I'm usually a sour person. I feel sorry for cucumbers. Why would you want to eat those when pickles exist? I love cucumber. More than 5-minute break? Cancelled, unfollowed, apology video right now. I'm like so sorry. Please give me money. Pickled cucumbers, though. Ooh. Spicy pickled cucumbers. I actually like pickles. When I was little, I would grab like the little spears of the sour pickle, and I would eat like all of like the flesh part and leave the skin. Nowadays, I eat the whole thing. Oh. This is a video I never thought I would have to make. I am so sorry that my actions made you feel that way. Just the worst apology ever. Alright. I'm a do-not. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Tell us, Larry. My name is Laurice. Get it right! Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies, like I am. Just who exactly are you?
I'm Laurice Dunam, apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself in any case. Then you are an artist?
Of course! I'm an artist! The real thing!
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That is a very big issue indeed.
Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art.
Sketching? The burning bridge?
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What? Came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Gah!
Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, Witness. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why he doesn't want to show us.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Well, I know he's saying that, but I think I have to. I think I have to look at it. I could leave it alone for now and come back to it. Maybe I'll do that just to see what happens, but if I'm at a loss on what to do, I have to look at it. I have a feeling that I just need to look at it. I just need to look at it. I have to. It's the only way we're gonna move forward. I'll just look at it. It's fine. I saved anyway, if I have to look. In most places, pickles is any kind of pickled vegetable, not just pickled cucumbers. Right, yeah. I love a lot of pickled vegetables. Sure. I like pickled ginger, pickled radish. Bishi, you forgot to walk in from off-screen, sit down and sigh, and then have Poppy in the room for extra sympathy. Oh my god, just have all the pets. I'll have the chickens on my shoulder. I never thought I'd have to make a video like this. And then you say, I never thought I'd have to make this video, with dead-eyed expression, trying to squeeze out tears, just like... I'm so sorry. Have you ever seen the facial contortions and heard the voice trembles and influencer apologies just for the faces to say bone dry? Like what I just did. I am so sorry. It's easy. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me and follow me on my journey of self-growth and discovery. I'm so sorry your feelings were hurt. I just want to address some of the things going on social media right now. Namely, everyone spreading despicable rumors about how I say I take a 5-minute break and actually take 10 minutes. That is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. And the people that really know me and really watch my streams on twitch.tv/BishiDove would know that that is a lie. You all know me. We're all best friends. I would never lie to you. Oh no. If you knew me, you would know that was never my intention. I've had such a hard life. Bold-faced lie. Whatever happened to italic face lies? I'm leaving. Let's look at the sketch. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it would turn out like this.
Imagined what?
That Laurice Dunam's debut would take place here, today, like this. Ouch!
Show it, now!
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Laurice Dunam.
Ah. Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Carmel?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
This is going to get ugly.
So there's like a person flying above the fire.
No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate-looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she would take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
Are you?
I? The girl! She's really high up in this picture!
Whoa! What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see.
Okay, I'm gonna write down some of this stuff here. So, flying fire girl? Larry says is Iris. And she was flying about 30 feet above the bridge. There must be an explanation for this. I guess we'll see. Larry is definitely one of those guys who believes every conspiracy theory he has ever heard. Even the conflicting ones, just every single one. He's like, any of them could be true, I gotta believe in all of them just to be safe. If you need more proof, here are testimonies from my other influencer friends who are in no way biased in any fashion. Probably thought she was a mutant or something. Yeah, she's a X-Men. Was she supposed to be on fire too, or is she just orange from the light from the fire? It looks like she's actually on fire. Let me see. We don't have it in the court record yet. Okay, she was about 30 feet above the bridge. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to Earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. This girl is on fire! She saw a girl on fire and decided to just draw her instead of do anything. Exactly. Let us get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. Larry's sketch added to the court record, a horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. I mean, I don't think it looks that bad. It shows a bridge. You know, it doesn't look like just a doodle. Oh, goodbye, PC Man. Thanks for being here. We'll see you around. Good night. Now hurry up and cross-examine him. I'm a Dunam, I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Tell us, Larry. My name is Lorice. Get it right. I say, oh, wait, oh, I already did this one. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sketching in front of the bridge. Let's do this one again and see what's different. The reason you were so excited be... What do you think? My girlfriend was flying through the sky, almost 30 feet above the bridge. I felt like I might start flying myself. If only you would be so kind as to fly out of all of our lives. Anyway, I completely lost myself when I was drawing this scene. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Ah, so there is a contradiction. Iris did not have the white hood, which is this one right here. She did not have this on because she gave it to Nick. Oh, let me go back. Okay, press. Just where did you see this sight from?
Hey, no need to shout! When I was lying in bed in that run-down shack, the crack of the lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning. I just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it.
The defendant flying?
That's right. That's when I decided to go to the bridge.
I see. That all makes sense. Aside from the sketch itself. Yes, this sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous.
Shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page.
You transferred everything directly onto the page, and that is this sketch here?
Yep, sensational, isn't it? Or should that be scandalous? It put my mind at ease anyway.
It did.
That's right. The reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge. Could it be that Iris undertook that dangerous, desperate flight in order to reach me?
He is so delusional.
That's gotta be it. All right, go me. Nice. Ouch!
Continue, please.
Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up.
You forgot the passage of time to that extent, did you?
Well, once I get caught up in something, I tend to forget everything else.
That's true. He's always been that way. I guess he's not lying about that, at least. Phoenix Wright appeared on the scene after 11:15. If he was drawing until then, that dispels all doubts. Aside from doubts of his humanity, eh? There is a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. Sorry. This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. But I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in it somewhere. It's a rough day for voice acting. Okay. This should be it.
Let's do it again.
I would love to have his delusional self-confidence.
If only all of us could be as confident as Larry Butts.
I just noticed he has the Mr. Monkey head from the first game Steel Samurai case on his shirt. Oh, is that what it's from? Oh my god. The proboscis monkey. Gonna present this. Yup. At least I got that one right away. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth.
If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge would not have been the defendant Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah!
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Dang, a whole $1? Yeah, it's all he has. That's all he has to his name. Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood.
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight?
What are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why?
Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What?
Edgy! What's going on with Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick! You dog! Oh my god!
Oh, Larry. I just want Larry to stop talking all the time. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded, straight into the garbage. Ha. Ha. What is it now, witness?
It feels like
I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come.
Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you!
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Loris Dunam, shall prove it.
I didn't expect to ask this again. We shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Proof that Iris flew. Oh, no worries, Arkham. I hope you're having a good time. Say fool again. Larry saw an X-Man. Damn, Mr. Judge, you're not here to judge his drawing. Did Larry submit falsified evidence? Larry is convinced that he's an artiste. And he drew a picture of the bridge that was on fire. And he's claiming that Iris was flying above the bridge while it was on fire, 30 feet in the air. His whole thought process is falsified. His brain is falsified evidence. Sorry, I don't know why I'm struggling so much to talk today. Some days I struggle and some days I do great. I don't know. Credit where credit is due. It's not a bad painting. I don't think so. I mean, it's not that bad. It just has a flying person, so they're like, what the heck?
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow.
Oh, that is, oh, what was her name? The murder victim, Elise. That was hers.
I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Iris doesn't have a crystal sphere. A crystal sphere?
This one.
I was wondering when it would turn up.
Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
That sphere. Where did you find it? Alright, so we've got the sphere now. So the sphere was found by Larry.
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right.
So it is next to the bridge. Next to Dusky Bridge. Okay. It's clearly bloodstained, Larry. That's evidence. And picking it up is tampering! Put him in jail. Put him in jail! I don't know if it counts as falsified evidence because the sketch is just to, like, illustrate his testimony and he's telling his experience of the night as it happened. Right, like, it's not falsified. They just think that it's illogical. How long do you normally stream for? I usually stream about 4 hours. Sometimes I'll go longer if we're, like, in the middle of something in a game. I'm at about 2.5 at the moment, so we still have a lot of time left, actually. All right, around here somewhere. And it was half buried in the snow.
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
Finders keepers. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? Crystal sphere added to the court record. Found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge the night of the crime. Has blood on it.
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's going to push me around anymore.
He just admitted his name is Larry, though.
It's not Larice, is it?
Didn't you want to be called Loris Dunam only a few minutes ago? That's what I'm saying. In Edgeworth, we're on the same page! Proof that Iris flew. Alright. That is a wicked middle part on the judge. I don't know why I'm focusing on that. This game would suck for colorblind people. The blitzing's not very contrasting to the crystal. Yeah, it's not really that bright. It's like the same value as like the medium purple or even the dark purple. Man. Okay, alright, I went blank for a second. When I reached the dusky bridge, she was already gone. Okay.
Press!
So, you went to the burning bridge?
That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me. The least I could do was meet her halfway.
But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say?
I guess she went back to Hazakura Temple. She's a girl after all. She must have wanted to look her best.
Oh dear God. It must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to point. So, what did you do next? I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over. So you searched all over for her?
She was flying pretty high, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Girls love makeup and pretty things.
I hate Larry. I don't think I always hated Larry, but by now, by the end of the trilogy, I hate Larry so much. Oh. He's a flat earther. He just believes anything anyone tells him.
Don't walk too far, Iris, or maybe you'll fall off the edge of the planet.
Oh no.
Also, when I headed out to the shack the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel away somewhere around there, so you know.
Can one guy really be this stupid? So, did you find any signs of her so-called landing?
I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kind of lost it for a while there.
You fell over yourself?
Yeah, the snow was deep, and there was even a banana peel out there.
Yep, they're stupid, and then there's Larry Butts. The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? Then what happened next? Okay, so Larry found no sign of Iris, quote-unquote, landing after flying. Larry's the joke character. Everybody bullies him, as they should. He's supposed to be silly comic relief, but he's just so cringe. Yeah, I don't like to call things cringe unless, like, it's innocuous, like, totally fine, but Larry's cringe! Aww. Edgy's lost his faith in humanity because of Larry.
That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow.
Half buried?
It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it.
So it'd been sitting there while it was still snowing. Interesting. Okay. So, sphere outside during snowfall. So that would mean it was between... Let's see. Snow was approximately 7 to 10:50. So it could have been at any time, but it definitely wasn't there after 10:50. Like, placed there. So it kind of helps us in the timeline, but not a ton. So it could have been there from 7 to 10:50. I mean, I'm assuming it's after the murder because that actually belongs to the murder victim. So that means that it couldn't have gotten there after 10:50. It was before. Okay. Got it. We can call Larry cringe. We're allowed. When something smells, it's usually the cringe. No. It's usually Larry! Okay, what am I doing?
It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out, too. I'm impressed. You did well to find it. No matter what you may think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search, and it sparkled really brightly, as if it was saying, "Here I am," to me.
It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But need I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night? Oh, so I forgot it was actually on the hood as well. But this staff used to have a sphere in it, so I'm convinced it's from this, which belonged to the victim. Okay.
I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood.
Each nun is assigned their own hood, and they are assigned only one.
I don't know anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, alright, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. I'll forgive anything.
This is getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is a fact. If it didn't come from a hood, where could it have come from? That is the question I aim to answer.
I already know. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night,
And this is what I'm going to contradict. Okay. Got it. Let me confirm this one last time, Larry. The reasons you thought that this was Iris are the hood and this crystal sphere, correct?
That's right. My gut is never wrong. I met that old bikini the next morning, and her crystal sphere was still there, safe and sound.
Indeed. She was wearing it in this very room earlier today. This case isn't going to end without a fight. Exposing the obvious contradictions in this testimony will be easy, but I fear that all that awaits us are further mysteries. Alright, I know what to do. But I'll save anyway, just in case. Just in case. Okay.
Objection!
Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Oh my god! Miss Elise Dunham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. I just remembered that she had that. I need to look at the picture. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back! Ouch!
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. Oh, the crystal sphere. It's gone.
What? 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 What?
Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
Nani?
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dunham? I don't know about that. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that! I saw it with my own two eyes!
And this crystal sphere. This is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. Miss Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case.
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
Yes, Cloud. After the murder? Okay, when and how did sphere get there? after murder. By Elise. Murderer? Question mark? Mr. Gnome's kind of a milf. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, yes. I thought that when I saw her. When I first spotted her. This case is very complex. There's a lot of moving pieces. It's the last case of the game. It has to be. It's the last case of the last game of the trilogy. Has to be dramatic. There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. I know when it wasn't there. She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Dunam left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed... Oh shit! I almost dropped my controller so badly. Oh god! Okay. I need to prove that the sphere... Sorry. Was... I didn't drop it! The sphere was dropped before... victim died. Which would have been before 10? Okay. Yes, Larry, you did it. You solved the case. Then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. This is like the most important item in the game. Dropping your controller, total Larry move. Listen, I didn't actually drop it. I thought I was gonna drop it and then I caught it. Okay? And I caught it in time because I'm a pro gamer. Very different from loser Larry. Thank you very much. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Yes, I can. No, it's impossible. That's what Larry would say. Whatever. IRL quick time event. Yeah, I pressed triangle. Just in time. Larry's gonna be an insult here now. You're being a total Larry right now. Oh no. As opposed to a Lenny. Alright. Can I prove the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? So autopsy says that she died between 10 to 11. 4 lights out. I mean, it could have been there as early as 7. So, yeah. I think I would just show the weather report again. But then why does it have blood on it? That's interesting. I'm trying to remember if we saw Elise without the sphere at some point. And I just can't remember because it's been so long since I started this case. Just looking to see if I have evidence ahead of time. The only thing I can think of is the weather report right now. Oh, maybe the crime photo. So her staff isn't in the picture. Yeah, so I don't think this is gonna help me. Okay. I guess it's gonna be the weather report, if anything. I don't know if I saved it. Good. Stop being such a Larry. Larry had a nosebleed and forgot. Very Larry. Very Larry of Larry. Okay, yes, I can prove it. Let's see. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he would do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. He thought about Nick. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. That's true. You will do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise, because right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. My friends are my power! I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. It shows me that picture, okay. Well, I did say, my first instinct is weather data, and then if it's not that, I'm really gonna have to sit here and think for a minute. I don't think it would be a profile, unless it was like, Elise, and then it was like, Elise didn't have the sphere. Nick told me so, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna say the weather report, and we'll see. I don't think that's it. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Birds of a feather flock together. Are you familiar with this phrase? Miles Edgeworth. I think one such bird is calling for its fellow now. Go, go, Edgy! Do it! Prove it! Win, win, win! His cheering. It's as though I'm listening to the ominous calls of ravens. Oh, goodness gracious. I just wanted y'all to see what happens when you pick the wrong thing, obviously. Okay, so it's possible that the answer is actually no. But I want to keep trying to prove it. So it's not the weather report. What else could it be? Carried by Elise Dunham when she was alive. Has her fingerprints on it. So she doesn't have, I guess it shows the photo because she doesn't even have the staff in this picture. It's nowhere nearby. But I don't think the answer is going to be the photo that they put in the background of the question. You know what I mean? Thanks for the flavor text, Pro Gamer Bishi. No worries. You know, I always try to make sure y'all see all the different, you know, options and stuff. Okay. The staff is related to what we're trying to figure out, but I don't think the staff is the answer. I could try it. Parent murder weapon has the victim's blood and suspect's fingerprints on it. I don't think this has... Now, here's the problem. The crystal sphere has blood on it. So I'm thinking that it was near the murder scene. So Edgeworth is trying to prove that the sphere was dropped before the victim died, but I actually don't think it was. Maybe the answer is to say impossible. Because why would it have blood on it if it was dropped before the murder? I mean, we don't have a blood test to show us it's Elise's blood, but like, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe we're supposed to prove that it was there during, I mean, I don't know. I can't even tell if that would help us or not, you know? Like, I'm gonna say no, it's impossible and see what happens. No matter how I look at it, it's not possible. It is certainly strange that the crystal sphere was found near the bridge. Perhaps it is just a curveball from the killer. I don't think that's true either. Well, well, Miles Edgeworth seems to have nothing further to say. And I am left with no choice. Oh, God. The court sees no reason. Hold it! What is this? Hey, Edgy! You're a defense attorney, aren't you? If it was Nick standing where you are right now... If it was Nick,
Do you think he would give up? No! He'd find the truth no matter what it took, no matter how crazy it seemed.
Dang.
Right. At this moment, I'm standing where you should be, which means there's only one thing to do. Think like you. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you.
Wow. So you literally can't pick that one. Interesting. Just letting y'all see the flavor text, of course.
I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what? And then we've seen this before. Just trying to save as close as possible to options. Well, now I know. I definitely have to prove it. Okay, that helps. A new low for Edgy Boy, inspired by Larry. Ugh. Alright, so something here proves that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder. And it's not the weather report. So our other options include just showing the staff. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the Shichishito. It's not gonna be the scroll. Received before the lights out bell, the night of the crime, protects from evil spirits. I don't think it's gonna be the hood. We have the blackmail letter. I don't think it's gonna be that. Got the map and where it was found. We have the magazine clipping. That's Iris wearing the hood with her own sphere, but this one is Elise's. And then of course we have this photo. I'm gonna write photo of Elise as an option. I don't know if it is yet, but maybe. It has the staff in the picture. You know, anything that's related to the staff I'm kind of thinking about. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was in her room until the murder was discovered. I don't think it's going to be Iris's testimony. We have the autopsy report, Elise's autopsy. Time 10 to 11 p.m. Loss of blood from a stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Does this have anything to do with the sphere? The murder took place at 10 to 11. So we would have to prove that the sphere was dropped before 10 p.m. And I'm still like, how does it have blood on it then? I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost. Or 10, yeah. Okay. And then we have the photo of the crime with... Oh. I think the sound effect startled me so much that you made me press a button, and it scared me because I thought I presented it without thinking. That scared me. Oh my god. You monster! Anyway, we have the photo of Elise, we have the photo of the crime scene. These are all options that I think could make sense somehow. We have the autopsy report. Anything having to do with Elise at this point? Autopsy. We have the tracks photo. Taken that night from main gate to Dusky Bridge. Could it have anything to do with that? I don't think there's any way to tie it to the sphere right now. We have the sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. Bridge on fire and the woman floating above it. Half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge, the night of the crime has blood on it. So the snow is not tipping me off because it was not the weather report. I know that one is not the answer. Thank you, Violet, for redeeming Tiny Rainbow Cowboy Hat. Hopefully it helps me think. I need all the brain cells I can get. I'm gonna store some extra ones up here in the extra space. Imagine the answer was just the sphere. Half covered in snow and has blood on it. Thank you for the brain cells. I could just do trial and error of all the ones that I think are possible. But I also want to actually think about it. Proves the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder. I'm gonna try the staff first. But this is also kind of a guess. It's not the staff. Alright, never mind, never mind. Alright, it's not the staff. We don't need to think here. No thinking aloud! If you think, you're banned! Oh. So we also have the photo of Elise, we have the photo of the crime scene, we have the autopsy, we have the sphere. Those are the things I think it could be. I'm wondering why it's showing the photo in the background. I mean, that makes me think that's not the answer, because why would it show me the answer, right? Would it be the Shichishito in any world? My other option would have been the photo of Elise. Would this prove anything? Like, was this photo taken at the bridge? I don't know. I don't think so. It could also be a profile. I'm not looking at the profiles. I really love these games, but I also hate them so much. I've gotten stuck so many times. There are times where I'm like, bam, 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 I'm getting it right away. And then there's times where I'm just like, I don't fucking know the answer. My brain hurts. Oh, let me read the profiles. I'm having fun. It's just these moments I get stuck. My friend since grade school fell from Dusky Bridge, is currently hospitalized. Maybe, let me read my notes from the beginning again, because that helped me before. Let me see if there's, like, anything from the past that might help me here. Like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I wrote something down. Let's see, victim is Elise, found by Bikini and Nick. Suspect is Iris. Iris was supposed to go to the training hall, set a bell at 10, frightened and hid in her room. Iris did not kill Elise. Bridge burned from the lightning. Maya is stuck at the inner temple. The witness saw lightning, and we have the blackmail letter. It was dinner, and then 9 p.m. Bikini and Maya head to inner temple across the bridge. 10 p.m. lights out bell rung. Iris rang it. And was supposed to go to the inner temple, but didn't. Bikini left. Oh no, yeah, Bikini left and went to inner temple. No, Bikini left and went back to the house. She took a hot bath for her back. Around 11, Bikini finished her bath and then heard a noise from the courtyard and went to go look and found Iris stabbing Elise. She reported the crime, then went to the main gate. She saw Iris stabbing Elise from behind with a sword at 11. She screamed and passed out, left Maya. Iris was supposed to be there with her, but she wasn't. Maya hadn't started training yet. Pearl is missing. He says Iris went to Maya, and then Iris says she didn't. Victim's body is covered in bruises because she fell from the second floor. Bikini was in the hallway. From the room, she can see the courtyard, main hall, whatever. I have very, like, disjointed writing here, too. Elise stayed in the corner room, which faces the courtyard. Okay. Time it takes to get between different locations. So we're thinking the victim was killed in her room. No, it says victim killed in her room, question mark. Most blood loss when the blade is removed. I don't think anything about the sphere is going to be in here, actually. I think this is just something you have to logic out. He did not see Elise get stabbed, but saw Elise with a sword in her back and Iris holding it. She fainted and then woke up and saw Mystic Ami statue stabbing her. Didn't see blood at first, but Iris had blood on her clothes. Interesting. When they found Iris, she was meditating in her room and had taken off the dirty clothes and was wearing new ones. Never seen so much blood. Bikini was asleep for 10 to 20 minutes. Nick stepped on her and woke her up. Okay. Oh yeah, and then at some point we figured out that the Shichishito was not the murder weapon. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is helping me right now, but I think what we're getting at is that the sphere might be the murder weapon? Maybe? I don't know anymore! I don't know anymore. So she was attacked and then fell out of the window, and then I think that's when she like fell onto the sword. So if she's covered in bruises, it could be that she was hit. Well, who would use a sphere to kill someone? I don't know. I don't know. And she didn't have like a bruise on her head, and most people would probably use it. I don't know. Let me keep reading and then I'll ask for a hint if I can't get it. Snowmobile had no snow on it. Bikini was scared to drive the mobile after the accident with the tree. First tracks were covered by the snow. Stopped snowing before the murder. The snowmobile was used to go from Hazakura to the bridge before the murder. So it could have been dropped at that time. And then it was used to go back after the murder. You saw the snowmobile at the main gate. Or she saw the tracks in the main gate, and then it takes 5 minutes to get to the bridge. By 11, Iris had murdered, discarded weapon in river 5 minutes by mobile, came back 5 minutes later, then went back to room, apparently. Maybe the sphere is the murder weapon, I don't know. Iris had the keys and was the only one with them. By the time Bikini took a bath, the mobile hadn't been used yet. And it was not used to go to the inner temple or dispose of the murder weapon. So wait, we've established that it wasn't used to dispose of the murder weapon, so if the sphere is the murder weapon, I don't know, maybe, These are like all the notes I have on this chapter in totality. Shoot, man. And then I have all the notes from today. I don't know. When you know what to do, you feel so smart, and when you don't know, you feel so dumb. Yeah. It's very humbling. Maya's cousin was apparently with the victim at the time of the crime, currently missing. Okay. I don't think it's a profile. Alright, I'll take a hint. My notebook didn't save me this time, and we've been stuck here for a minute, so... Try to be as vague as possible. But yes, I'll appreciate a hint. The gears are turning, but there's nothing coming out. Not at the moment. I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm onto something, but I'm not quite there. Yeah, it wasn't the weather report, and it wasn't the staff. Brain juice, empty. My brain juice container is full of dust. God. Pay very close attention to the wording. Okay. Evidence that proves the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder. Very close attention to the wording on the evidence. Okay. It's something you may have overlooked. Okay. So I tried to pay attention to the sphere because it says it's half covered in snow. So that tells me that it was dropped while it was snowing. But the only thing that, to my knowledge, that talks about the snow and the timing is the weather report, and that was not the answer. So I kind of stopped thinking about it. But that makes the most sense to me. So I don't know, maybe there's something else that talks about the snow that happens, the weather. I don't think so. And it has blood on it. Night of the crime. Night of the crime. Taken that night from the main gate to the Dusky Bridge. You're on the right track. Okay. Maybe it has to do with the snowmobile? I haven't even thought about that, so maybe. Because I know the snowmobile also had to do with timing of the snow. That's probably the only other thing that has to do with the snowfall. So maybe it's that one. It's very straightforward. Oh dear God, I've been stuck here for 30 minutes? Oh Jesus, oh I'm just gonna try the snowmobile and see if that's it. Oh, it's not. Okay, never mind. I was just jumping the gun. I was like, is that it? Is it possible? Okay, never mind. All right, it's not the snowmobile. Got it. Never mind. Let's jump in the gun. Back to it. Okay. It's not the snowmobile. There's the crime photo. Now, something that I thought... Is it the goddamn photo? But like, it shows... It shows the photo in the background. Like right here. Is it the fucking photo? I just was like, there's no way it would make me do the photo. Is it the fucking photo that it's showing me? Are you kidding me? Why are they showing a picture with the pictures that they are supposed to pick? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Give me their name, their address, their social. It was the photo or the sphere itself. This is giving me a stomach ache. I'm sick. I am sick to my stomach. Larry wrote this. Fuck you, Larry. Oh my God. Okay, let me explain my thinking here, all right? I didn't think it could be the photo because it literally shows the photo in the background when it asks you what evidence you have. So I was like, oh, I guess I should just write off the picture because like, why would they show it to me when I'm supposed to pick it? It's like telling me what to pick. That would be dumb. So I didn't even consider it. I mean, I looked at it and I was like, I guess, maybe, but I didn't put much thought to it, so I forgot about it. And then the sphere itself, I joked about in the beginning. Never do that. But it shows the picture. I'm like, why would it show me the answer? Why would it show me the answer? Why would I think that? I would never think that it would show me the answer like that for no reason. Why? Why would it show me that? If it didn't show me the picture, I would actually probably have picked it. Reverse psychology. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then the sphere being the evidence that the sphere is important. I think the weather report should have been it because the weather report, he's talking about the snow, right? What talks about the snow? The weather report. Oh my God. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? Which the weather report would have told us makes sense. That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. That's what I thought! I knew that! I'm not dumb! I knew that! Snowing? On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Right. As soon as I was looking at the picture, I thought about that. And I was like, there's no snow on her, but there's snow on the sphere. Oh, there's the connection. Oh my goodness. Ah. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. The weather report doesn't prove the sphere was dropped. That's why. So I guess the murder photo shows the murder took place after it was done snowing. Oh, actually that helps in other regards too. I guess we established that before and it's been a while so I forgot. But the murder was after 11:50 because it stopped snowing at 11:50. And they say, oh sorry, it was 10:50 I think? No, it was 10:50, sorry. 10:50. So the murder actually took place within the 10 minutes between 10:50 and 11. I might have realized this before. Anyway. I felt chills when you stared into the camera. Ruuuvo? What do you mean? Because I'm so pissed? You're scared? Oh god. The crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? Don't be scared. Order! Order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What could that have been? This sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? If looks could kill. Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this juncture. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Oh! Interesting. So maybe she was killed at Dusky Bridge and then brought back maybe on the frickin' snowmobile and then put in her room and then pushed out the window and then she landed on the sword, so they wanted to make it look like an accident, and then it just so happened that Iris that was there and was trying to help pull the sword out of her because she thought that's what killed her, but really she was already dead, and then Bikini saw Iris holding the sword and then thought that Iris did the murder? My parrot heard you yelling and asks if you're okay. Aw. What kind of parrot do you have? What's its name? My favorite animal are actually birds. We have 2 pet indoor birds, a dove and a pigeon, and then we have 4 pet chickens as well outside. Let me show you. Those are all the pets we have. Bishi did a Jimmy Neutron brain blast! Maybe, if I'm right. Okay, real crime scene is Dusky Bridge. Interesting. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Hey, Caramel. Welcome back. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. Exactly. That's the same thing. No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Durnam's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way? No, I don't! I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. Bird's name, the bird is an African gray called Fliza Minnelli. Oh my goodness. That's a great name. One time a Liza Minnelli impersonator told me he wished he had hair like mine. It was a very proud moment of my life. Oh my goodness. I've had a similar moment. My first time going to a pride parade, me and Ruuuvo were watching from the sidelines, and I was wearing, it wasn't my hair though, that's the thing. I was wearing one of my favorite wigs at the time, which is like this really light pink bob with bangs. It's really cute. And the drag queens on the floats passing by complimented my wig. And I was like, yes! Yes! So that was my proud hair moment, but it was a wig. My parrot likes yelling at me, and she throws things when I'm not giving her enough attention. Oh my goodness. Sounds like a gray. Sounds like a gray. I've never had one. The only parrots I've had are budgies when I was really young. Mochi and Peach, my diamond dove and pigeon, are the only birds I've had, like, in my adult life and, like, teenagerhood. And then the chickens, of course. Those are the newest addition to the family. Alright, I've made it this far. Only place to take it is to the end. Yes, budgies or parrots. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple. That would be this. Has to be. On that snowy night, there was one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Ah. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Order! Order! Yeah! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? So maybe... Now the only way this would work is if the Shichishito sword was the murder weapon. Maybe someone stabbed Elise at the bridge, which made her staff fall and the orb fell out. And then maybe Iris found the body while she was on the snowmobile to go to the bridge to meet Larry. Maybe she ended up wanting to go meet him because it was blackmail, not because she wanted to see Larry. And then saw Elise there and put her on the snowmobile and drove her back and tried to help her. And tried to take it out of her. And then, unfortunately, Bikini saw that moment. I don't know. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You're too late, Franziska von Karma. Oh boy. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. Oh! What? Where was the victim, Elise Dunham, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. That's true. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. Okay, so Larry's photo really happened. Got it? The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy! Thank you! That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Grr! Grr! Just growling over there. Like an animal! Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning! Then I wouldn't have had Franzi whipping me— Ah, Daryl! I don't even know what he said. Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame, Francie! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all the legal system, blah, 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 blah. Wow, 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 wow! I demand satisfaction! He's dead. Larry is dead! I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. Wow. To be continued. Next time? Next time? Next time. We'll be ending the stream a little early tonight. I always like to end on a good stopping point so that I'm not lost the next time I play. So I think we shall start with this next. Yeah, not finishing this. I didn't think so. I just didn't know when I'd be finishing it. So we still have a whole other investigation to do, and then another day of court, and that might be the end. Maybe, but that's gonna be it for tonight, all of y'all. What a trial this has been. Oh dear God. There's my social media. I'm most active on Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube. We also have a Discord open to anybody if you'd like to join and be a part of the community even further. But either way, thank y'all very, very much for being here, whether you were lurking or chatting with me. I appreciate y'all very much. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more Pokemon. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!